After excuse me, this time I got stuff in my mouth. I don't have a good stand. This guy on TV, they're like shit. He gets a lot of fish, but there's some people in their backyard watching. So at this point, I shouldn't say anything to Rama. Whatever. Take it seriously. You know, I don't understand why people keep bass. I look so professional. No, but you know they don't even. I don't really taste that good. You know, it's funny, kid. There's a study done where this guy, he's doing toxicology studies on bass and catfish. And it said the bass actually retain more arsenic in their flesh. Forgot to break my tail. Always check some of these plastics. They restrict their limbs, and so you have to make sure you break it. That way you get the most vibration, the most movement out of your lure. Otherwise, it's just gonna be bland, and bass like movement. Sometimes. And don't get lazy. That was lazy what I just did. Always pay attention to what you're doing. Because when you're not paying attention or you're screwing around, that's when you get you get that monster, and then they always get off right here, right in front of you. They get it right in front of you because they're laughing at you. Oh yeah, by the way, you weren't paying attention, were you, asshole? This reel is so fast. Man, he's spectacular, dude. So yeah, like I said, it's 90 degrees. You can't see it. I'm really hot. I hope I don't sweat too much, and then you're gonna see my nipples, and you're like, that's inappropriate. We don't want to see your nipples. I'm like, well, too bad. Oh, also, cast this heavy lure on the Carolina rig while using this rod. It's like using a freaking normal worm rod with the Texas rig, you know, on like a 1/8. Crazy light. Really easy, really good. I mean, it helps that I have a really good rod on it, but it's hard to beat that nice light casting rod. It flows. I compared this to a couple different rods that now I will bash. Bass Pro Shop Carbon Light was very high on my list. And not just because I get a discount on it, but because it was light, it was sensitive, it had great balance. I waited too long on that one. It was light, it was sensitive, it was really cool. It was a good, you know, I have the original Carbon Light series, and I like it. However, I couldn't get over how ugly it was. And yes, I know Edwin Evers won the Bassmaster Classic on that rod, or the titanium, or whatever. And I did look at the titanium, but it's heavy, top heavy. I don't like top heavy rods. It messes with the way I can feel my bait. And this is going to be a worm rod, maybe a heavy spinnerbait rod. I'll be ready for it this time. Nope. My girlfriend loves the pouting. Now this bass is almost acting like he's on a bed. If anybody knows anything about bass on beds, they're a little frustrating. And yes, I'm using a Carolina rig, but and it is harder to get good sets on close fish with Carolina rigs. I guess just because of the angle, because the bait, doing this, and the weight's doing this, blah blah blah. I'm not getting that. Well, now he's just being a jerk. So anyways, yeah, the carbon light rod was pretty high on my list of possibilities. I hope you can hear me. I just inhaled a mosquito. It was pretty high on my list. There's better fish. Boom. That's how it's done. So the carbon light rod was pretty, and it's really light. The balance was okay. The titanium, I did not like the titanium. That's about a 2.7 probably, or a 3. I'm kind of bad about judging that for the lower end. Higher end, I'm pretty happy. But I don't know. There's just something about it. I really wanted some more alternatives. So I looked at this rod. I picked it up. I was actually going to look at a loose cranking stick because my girlfriend has one, and it's actually right over there. It has a jig on it with a robo worm attached. Forget I said that. That's the most terrible combination ever. You don't want to ever use robo worm with anything except robo worm. Give away too much info. But anyway, so I had the carbon light reel rod, and it was a good rod. I liked it. But it's just so ugly. I couldn't get over it. It's white and it's stripes, and it looks like that Abu Garcia rod. And I barely liked that rod. Something about it. Couldn't get over it. So I picked this up. It was lighter. It was also lighter than now I'm going to get cussed out. That cranking stick, I wanted it, the 7.6 worm rod by Lou. I mean, I was really, I was definitely thinking about it. It was pretty high on my priority list. It's just so much more expensive. Same action rod is not this light, and I know that there's some people out there that are saying, well, sometimes light rods are weaker. I feel like this rod, it's this light and it's a 7.6 heavy fast. I mean, I'm always careful. I'm careful with all my stuff, but I think I'm gonna do some cool things with this rod. Maybe make some money. So it's getting really hot out here. I'm catching fish, which is cool, but it is getting a little hot. It's getting a little uncomfortable. It's different on a boat. Out here, I got this big hill behind me blocking. Whatever. I'm not gonna take it serious. But anyway, so that speed stick is a pretty cool reel too, though. remember to stay hydrated while you're out. You're out down to about half a Gatorade, which is not the best because it has a lot of simple sugars and it's not really good for you if you're trying to lose weight or you're diabetic and you have blood sugar issues, which a lot of fishermen do. They don't even know they have them. You know, they go through fishing all those years and they're eating crap when they get home. Most of the towns that they live in, or like all the tournament guys, you know, they're working so much with fishing tournaments and traveling and blah 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 that they can't eat right. You know, and it's too bad because you may not catch up with them quickly, but eventually it will. And you know, I work in a setting at my real job where I have to teach people about how their habits can kill them. So, but anyway, that's not nor here nor there. Anybody can eat well if they try. You know, they're like, oh, I don't have time. You have time. You can't eat all the time like you should. We are forage animals. You gotta sustain your energy when you're fishing. You know, I really don't see how those guys can go out there. Well, I mean, I know. I always take breaks to eat. Snack every couple hours, something, a little bit of carbohydrate, and some protein. You also need to eat some good fats in that too. So you can eat some peanuts, non-salted, probably what I recommend. The non-soluble, or excuse me, the fat in those peanuts, or the peanut oil, will actually help with digestion, unless you're allergic to it. A lot of times the body can digest nutrients a little bit better. Certain minerals bind with fat, with fatty acids, so you can just get more benefits from it. How do you know that? You're just a fisherman. I'm actually a big deal. And I'm not going to start doing health blogs because there's just so many people out there that think they know it. I don't ever claim to know anything that I don't know. You know, like I said, I'm not a professional fisherman, but you know, I'm pretty good. I can say that at least. You know, if I make money doing it one day, that'd be cool. But this Superlight, I can see how this would give somebody an edge when they're trying to fish heavier lures, but they still need that sensitive tip. They also need something that's not going to rip the hook out of that fish's mouth, you know, or you know, tear that fish up for the most part. I have a lot of confidence. My confidence is growing quite quickly with this rod. I like it. Oh yeah, we like it. We like it. We love it. I wish somebody was fishing with me, that way I could out fish them for you. I'm super competitive when I fish, so. You there? You there? There's a little piece of structure right here. If I get a big fish, I'm going to have to be able to drag him out of there, and that's where you need the background, the back rope for this rod. I just hope it's not a 10-pound bass. I don't care what kind of rod you got. Fish that big are hard. They're hard to handle. They're hard to, especially when you're in structure like this. Now, lily pads and hydrilla are one thing. This could definitely I feel like this rod's going to outperform a lot of my other rods that I was debating about. One of the best fishermen I know who never really fished tournaments, astonishingly, he picked up this rod after I picked it up, and he was like, oh man, this is it right here. So, Browning Superlight 76 HF. I'm going to do really good things with this rod. I'm glad I was able to
make up my mind. It does have micro eyes, so if you don't like micro eyes, they do. I believe they have a non-micro eye version. So far, I don't feel any of the issues that other people do when they fish with micro eyes. And so, also the Havoc lizard, very good little lizard. And when I use the flipping hook on this lizard, you saw a couple fish that got off, whatever. But that's, with anything. I just want to have that straight shank so that when I'm in grass, it goes right over it. Because I've had problems with that shoulder catching grass, and it's really irritating, especially when I'm trying to fish competitively. Not so much for money, but just because I'm a competitive guy, and when I'm fishing near somebody, I want to outfish them. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Please hit a like button. Forward the video to some people that maybe are on the wall or on the fence, fence wall about the Superlight by Browning. This is really good. This is the also when you're looking at the rod, it will say D14 or D15. D15 is their newer one. It has better balance supposedly, and it is a little bit stronger. So I'm liking it. Great balance. Love the balance. Super easy to cast. I feel every single little tick, and of course, just easy to work a rod that light. There's no other way to put it. I'm getting tired and it's hot, so I'll talk to you later. Y'all be great to each other, and I will catch you on the Rama, or the Brocksta Rama. Dumbass.